come down to check out the Trauma Teddy Finishing School here at Red Cross in Sydney and to meet some of the amazing volunteers who are going to test my knitting skills. Wish me luck. Hello, Anne.
Hi, Richard.
So what are we're stuffing the Trauma Teddy?
Yes, getting ready to be cuddled.
So why volunteer work for the Red Cross?
Keeps me off the street. And I also belong to emergency services where I get sent out to disasters, where I hand out those bears as well.
Oh,
and
bless
I
you.
see the faces when they're received.
Liz, tell me, why Trauma Teddies?
Because the Trauma Teddies are doing a great job at providing comfort, particularly with children when they need to have a medical procedure or so. It distracts them from the worry that they have. And what they do in hospital is they say, oh, we're going to give you a needle. We'll give the Teddy a needle first. So Teddy gets the needle. See, Teddy didn't cry. And then they go to the children. They're fantastic.
So Val and Kate, you're the manly girls.
Yes, we are.
So where are the Sea Eagles logos?
We're neutral. We're very neutral. So in our group, different people do different things. We have people who knit, people who sew up, people who stuff, people who do the faces. Even if you can't knit in our group, you can come along and do your bit.
So there are volunteers out there knitting away.
Yes, absolutely.
There's obviously a template for the Trauma Teddies.
Yes, we do have a pattern. The pattern is actually published on our website, so people can just simply follow the pattern and knit the bits, and then the pattern also tells people how to put them together. I've got a production line going in my group. So some people knit, some people sew them together, and there's another lady who likes stuffing. They come back to me and I finish them off. And then you put the faces on and that brings them to life.
Hello.
Hi.
You did this bit?
Yes.
Beautiful. But he's smiling. He's very happy
Yes,
about that.
that's very important
Yeah.
for children, make them happy. So we don't make unhappy or grumpy face.
No.
They're all smiling,
That's-
nice faces.
That's important. That's wonderful.
It is 30 years ago now that Red Cross first started to knit those teddies. And in fact, what we've had now is sometimes you go and give a child a teddy and the parent will say to us, I got one of those 20 odd years ago. That's fantastic.
Hi, Sam. So tell us about your job.
So I am the lead psychologist for the hotel quarantine project, and I'm in charge of managing the mental health across all the hotels in the project.
Obviously a lot of trauma in these hotel rooms.
Yes.
Little kids have trouble sitting still for
Yes.
2 minutes, let alone 2 weeks.
Yes, definitely.
Tell me about that.
So a lot of these children are going through significant change. Like they are moving countries, they're leaving homes that they've known. So this is the opportunity for them to be with their parents. And in fact, it actually provides the children with stability in an otherwise unstable world.
And many of these children are getting a new little friend in the shape of a Trauma Teddy.
Oh, those Trauma Teddies have been amazing, yeah. From the beginning of the project to when we had the Beirut passengers flying back, and a lot of these children had witnessed or affected quite significantly by the Beirut explosion. Coming into Sydney, these Trauma Teddies have been extremely valuable. There's a way of welcoming them to Australia, but also letting them know that they are not alone. So the presence of Trauma Teddies on the project have been quite significant to encourage that.
During our lockdown period, I wasn't able to take teddies to hospitals. So I had a whole lot in my spare room and they were having a party.
I reached out to Red Cross almost, I think, a week before Christmas to see if they could help.
Can we supply 700 teddies to give to children in quarantine in a little Christmas bag?
I received a response within 24 hours.
Yes, you know. In fact, we had 1,000 ready to go.
I delivered all these 780 teddies to all the hotels with children on Christmas Eve. So when they opened their rooms for breakfast, there was a surprise gift for the children.
What are some of the other uses or jobs for these Trauma Teddies?
We always have stacks of them going to evacuation centres. So when there is a flood or a bushfire or a major accident or so that children are involved, we will always have some Trauma Teddies in our packs that we take and hand them out there.
You must be very proud of what you're doing.
We are, yes we are. But the thing with teddies is it keeps knitters sane. It keeps people who sew up teddies saying, talking to each other and sewing up teddies, and of course the recipients of the teddies. It keeps them staying for years.
Richard, would you like to finish that other leg for me? You just have to do stocking stitch across those 10 stitches.
I forgot how to hold the damn thing.
That'll do.
Just go under there,
Yeah,
then you pull this one around.
perfect. Just one. Yeah,
Just
that's
one.
it.
This one.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
There's always a job for stuffers as well.
What are you saying?
The stuffers.
Saying I'd be a better stuffer than I did that.
You may be a better stuffer
There,
than
we've got
an
half a leg there. I'll let you.
Oh, okay, there
try
we
to-
go. Perfect.
I don't want him to have a bad limp.